Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Benedict here again from BJ Learn, and now I want us to talk about some ifs. In the previous video, we talked about some if, but now I want us to talk about some ifs. So, some ifs will give us more than one criteria uh, to get uh, a given value. So, let's see. We want to see here how we can get the summary of quantities sold for Apple within Friday, and then the total amount of apples sold within Friday. So down here we have a table for fruits. We have types of fruits. We have units, unit price. We have quantity. We have weekday, rather weekend day, and then we also have total prices. So let's say this is total amount. So within the entire period, we want to assume that fruits were only being sold on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then now we have 7 types of fruits: apple, banana, mango, orange, pineapple, and grapes, and kiwi. So we want to get the summary of each and every fruit that was sold on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in terms of quantity and in terms of total amount. So we'll use some ifs. So criteria 1 will be the type of fruit, and then criteria 2 will be the weekend day. So here we'll type. Let's start with a quantity uh, for Friday as a weekend day. So is equal to, then we write sum ifs. Then the sum range here, because we are dealing with quantity, we'll select the range from C16 to C64. Then let's look up the cells. Then we go to criteria 1, rather criteria range 1. So criteria range 1 will be type of fruit. So we'll select A16 to A64. Then we lock up the cells. Then now the criteria 1 for criteria range 1 should be apple, the type of fruit. Then I want us to lock up A, column A. So we'll put a dollar sign just before A. Then now we'll go to criteria range 2, which is the weekend day. So we'll select D16 to D64. Then we lock up the cells, and then now the uh, criteria 2 for criteria range 2 should be uh, Friday. We can click on this cell written Friday, or we can just type the text Friday within closing and opening inverted commas. So we write Friday. Then now we can close the brackets and press enter. So we'll drag this formula down up to where we have kiwi, where we have C11. So again, I want to copy this formula and paste where we have Saturday under quantity. But now we'll change where it is written Friday within the formula. We'll change this to Saturday. Saturday. Then we'll drag the formula down to E11. Again, we'll copy the formula and paste to the column where we have quantity for the group of Sunday, or rather the day Sunday. Again, we'll change Saturday now to Sunday. Then again, we'll drag this formula down to G11. So now you can see we have the total quantity for each and every type of fruit as 38, 37 up to 35. But we also have within each and every day when the types of fruit were sold, we know the total quantity that was sold within that given day. So let's also do total amount. So we type here is equal to, then sum ifs, and the sum range here, because now we're dealing with quantity, we'll select E16 to E64, then we lock up the cells. Then the criteria range 1 will start with A16 down to A64. We lock up the cells. Then the criteria 1 for criteria range 1 should be A5. Then we lock the column. We'll put a dollar sign just before A. Then the criteria range 2 will be C16 to C64. Then we lock up the cells. Then the criteria 2 for criteria range 2 should be Friday. We can click on this cell, return Friday, then we lock it, or we can just type under close and inverted commas Friday. Then now we can close the bracket because we only have two different criteria and two different criteria range. Then we close the bracket and enter, and then now we can drag the formula down to D11. So again, we'll copy those formula, we paste here in F5. Then now we can change where we have Friday, we'll write Saturday, then copy the formula down again to F11. Then we'll copy this formula again, paste to H5, and then we'll change Saturday now to Sunday. Then drag this formula down to H11. So now you can see we have the total amount sold in each given day, and then we also have a grand total for all the type of fruits sold within these 3 days: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that was how to use SUMIFS. So when we come back in our next class, we'll do a different logical function. So let's meet again on the next class.